Every day we see or hear news about some new heinous crime. Whether it is school shootings or police shootouts, violent crimes are constantly occurring. While this violence occurs, more arguments over violent video games begin. But is it the video games, or could it be something else? What is the true motivation for these crimes seen on television almost every day? Could it be the violent video games, violence on television, or is it just more violent people are living these days? Before these questions can be answered, allow us to take a look into what a violent crime is. A violent crime is defined as any act of violence, whether it be assault, homicide, battery, anything along those lines, against another person. Statistically, violent crimes rose between 75 until 1980, fell from 1980 until 1985, began again to rise until 1994, and since 1994, assault and homicide has decreased drastically. These statistics show, according to the more recent years, that violent crimes have actually decreased, yet seemingly they happen more and more each day. But is it the media violence? Media violence is defined as any sort of violence shown on television, films, music, anything. According to Hillary Clinton, media violence contributes to anxiety, desensitization, and increased aggression. She also continues to say, parents have to begin to be more aware and do what they can do to encourage media habits that allow kids to be kids. If we agree with Hillary Clinton, she believes that all media types lead to these types of things in children, whether it be video games or television or movies. But it's not just the media fault. It's also the parents contribute to it, and a lack of control in the media. But she doesn't just define it as the video games. Other arguments say that it is the video game violence. But what is video game violence? Video game violence has become more and more popular in today's society, from games like Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, and Halo. But little scientific evidence, according to Serena Gordon, proves that video games lead to violent crimes. The science, however, does say that activation of the area controlling emotion is decreased, but what the decreased means is unanswered. Whether it be more efficiency in these areas or less feelings. Ferguson states that because of this lack of evidence, video games can't be proven to be causing violence, yet they do suggest that they're used as a scapegoat, as in any type of media that's been used throughout history, whether it be rock and roll, rap, or violent television programs. Just another use of putting the blame on someone else. In conclusion, it appears video games aren't the cause for violent crimes. In fact, violent crimes have decreased significantly since the rise of video games in 94. Whether games are violent or otherwise, they have been impacting society, and it could be that those who would have committed violence have been dissuaded or have another means of expressing themselves violently. But the rise of violence in 1985 raises the question of other forms of media and the effect on crime. What is the cause for most crimes today? No one answer exists, but one thing is certain. Video games are not the primary cause. Thank you.